Alright, so that song is Jack Johnson's F-Stop Blues. It's a great song to learn if you're a beginner / intermediate. So if you've been playing guitar for a bit and you want to try something a bit more challenging, this is what I would recommend. And if you're a full intermediate guitar player, I would also recommend this, or if you're even advanced too as well. It's in the key of E major, okay, and it's basically a good rhythmic song that doesn't really have any chord strumming in it. Okay? So this is why I like to teach it, and this is why for me it's a bit unique. Okay, let's break it down. We'll do the verse, the chorus, bridge, etc. All of that stuff. Here we go. Alright, here's the breakdown of the intro, which is also the chorus of the song. We're going to start by hitting the low E string open. And then we're going to put our ring finger here on 11 on the A string. We're going to hit that. And then we have to do a double stop hammer-on. Okay, so basically what you have to do is take your index finger. You're going to cover the D string and G string on 9. Okay, so you're just going to light finger flat across those two. We're going to strum the D and G string together. We're going to hammer on the ring finger just only on the D string 11th fret, leaving the G string free to ring open. Okay, so it should sound like this. So far this is what we have. We release the ring finger and we pick just both nines, which our finger's already covering here. Okay. Our index finger is going to go down to 4 here on the A string. We're then going to take our ring finger and we're going to slide it from 5 to 6, and it's an instant slide. Some slides are delayed. This is instant. Okay, so we have. We're going to do another double stop hammer on. So index finger is going to cover 4 on the D, 4 on the G string. We pick those two and we hammer on our ring finger onto 6 on the D string. So now we have. And then same thing again, we're going to lift off the ring finger and just hit both 4s here. So that whole section. The next section we're going to hit the A string open. We're going to do a hammer on from 2 to 4 on the D string. Index finger is going to hit the G string 2nd fret. We're going to do a combination pull off on the D string from 4 to 2 to 0. Okay. And then we're going to hit the 2nd fret A string with the index finger. And then we're going to do a hammer on by hitting it again to 4 on the A string. And then we're going to hit the D string 2nd fret. So just to show you that part again, it was open A string. And then the ring finger is going to go back to the 4th fret A string and it's going to slide up to 11. At which point we're just going to repeat the riff. Okay. Alright, here's the verse section. Okay, so this section gets repeated for quite some time actually during the verse, and this is how it goes. We hit the low E string open. We're gonna bar the D and G on the 4th fret, and we're gonna do our hammer on pull off with the double stop. So it's gonna look like this. So what we're doing here is we're just picking the D and G string while it's covered on 4. We hammer on our ring finger to 6 on the D string, and then we pull it off. So it sounds like this. Okay, we're then going to go into a B5 power chord. So it's going to be 2 on the A string, 4 on the D string, and then 4 on the G string. So then we pick it with our right hand. It's going to be A, D, G, D. And then we're going to hit the A string open. We're going to hammer on from 2 to 4 on the D string. We're going to keep our ring finger there, and we're going to put the index finger on 2 on the G string and hit that. Okay, so we're keeping it there because we're going to arpeggiate this chord that we've created now, and we're going to pick A, D, G, D. So just to give you a quick recap of how that part works. All right, here's a breakdown for the first chorus of the song. Now, the way that we transition actually from the verse. I'm going to play the last section of the verse to show you what it looks like. So instead of finishing the verse, we're just going to hit the A string open and let it ring out. And then we have this lead-in riff. Okay, so the lead-in riff, we're going to take our ring finger, we're going to slide from 4 on the D string to 6 on the D string. We're going to hit 4 on the G string and back to 6 on the D string. And then we're going to jump into the chorus section, which is the same as the intro, with one small difference. Okay, so let's do it. Here we go. Okay, so that was the small difference there. So every second time that we go through the chorus, instead of having this riff, there's actually a different one. And the riff that we're going to use is the same one that we use to lead into the chorus. It's going to be a slide on the 4th fret D string to 6, hitting 4 on the G string, and back to 6 on the D string. All right, here's this the small solo section that happens in the song. Now, Jack Johnson uses pretty much mostly slides for this whole section. We're not going to use all slides just to make it a bit simpler. We're gonna use different strings for different notes, where he's using one string for pretty much the majority of it, just sliding all over the guitar neck. So the solo comes out of the chorus by replacing one of the chorus riffs and leading into the solo. So I'll play the last section of the chorus. So now we're going to lead into the solo. So we're going to slide up to 11 on the D string. We're going to hit 9 on the G string, back to 11 on the D string, and then 11 on the A string. Here's the next section, where it's going to be 11 on the G string, 9 on the B string, back to 11 on the G string, and then 9 on the G string. Slide back up again to 11 on the D string, hit 9 on the G string, back to 11 on the D string, and then we're going to hit 11 on the A string. Going to go back to the second one again, and the last one. So for this last one, I want you to take your index finger and you're going to put it on 7 on the A string. We're going to slide that to 9. Ring finger is going to hit 11 on the A string, back to 9 on the A string, and then finally 7. So here's the solo uninterrupted. Okay, so for the last section of the song, right after the solo, we go into a bridge piece. The bridge piece doesn't have any guitar playing in it, except for when we actually leave the bridge piece. And this is what happens. So what you're going to do here is put your index finger on 2 on the low E string. Okay, ring finger goes to 4 on the A string. We do our double stop hammer-on again from 2 to 4. So that's index finger covering 2 on the D string, 2 on the G string, and we pick both of them, hammering on the ring finger just on the D string, okay? And then we lift it up, pick both of those again, and then we do 2 more hammer-ons, and then lift it up, hit both D and G again, and then finally the A string on its own. After this section, we go back into the chorus, and then the song is done.